Yo, I just have the perfect opportunity right now, so I'm going to take it. In case this comment's not showing up, it says active charcoal is the thing that really helps, the binder. So you can tap and see my comments, but basically what I said was activated charcoal is really for cleaning water. Activated charcoal is for emergency use. This is used in emergency rooms for blood. I just woke up. Okay, so someone responded to me in a post, commented and said, Cassandra, have you done any research on this? And guess who it is? It's Dr. Sellout Peter McCullough, who I've been talking about, who I talk about on my Patreon on a complimentary series about how he has controlled opposition. Dr. Amanda Vollmer agrees. She knows. And to me, it's completely disgusting. I didn't want to watch the video because he gives me the creeps. I hear his voice and I can hear everything in it, the fakeness, okay? And so I didn't want to finish watching. And then he goes on and he lies to his audience, bold face lies. And this is why I didn't want to watch, because that's completely disgusting. So I favored it and then go make sure that I favorite another video on my other account so I could tag it, so I could attach it to this video that I urge you guys to watch. It's just one in a collection of at least 10 across both accounts, okay? The videos are here. I'm backing up myself. I'm backing up what I say, but I go back immediately and the video's unavailable. It's either unavailable because I called them out in the comments and they deleted it, or it's unavailable because they blocked me because I called them out in the comments. So Pat, to answer your question, I'll tag you in this. Yes, I've done research on this because I've done extensive research on the COV and the long haul C and the brain C. I've done extensive research since the start of my business. I'm going on 3 years of research. All of my products have extensive research behind it. And a lot of them are based on this because this is such an epidemic now, because so many people took this and the other people that didn't take it are getting the secondhand. So a lot of my products are centered around this. So he's up there in his audience and he's like, there are 3 natural things you can get over the counter. Do you understand how that's controlled opposition? He wants people to still continue to go over the counter, and he talks with such, like he really cares, and everybody falls for it. He really cares. He's giving you beautiful words. He sounds so professional and authoritative and so concerned, you know, and you can get these 3 natural things, natural remedies over the counter. And so what is he doing? He's confusing the people. And this is why I have people shocked at my videos, because they're like, what? I thought this was natural. So he says, Nancy, Apple, Tom, Orange, Ken, information, Nancy, Apple, Sam, elephant. This is not natural. And I have videos on this account that talk about it. Okay? I have videos that were pulled down from this account where I show you the technology that's used in it, that's also in this. And that's the cherry on top. There's a lot more. These are synthetic drugs. And he's lying to the audience and telling them 3 natural things. No, you copied off of God's nature. That does not make them natural. And you know that, you freaking liar. He's a liar. So I just made a response video to someone saying that they don't quite agree with me and that ivermectin can be used. I mean, use it for emergency situations. Anyways, I made a video telling the truth about ivermectin, and it just got flagged. It just got pulled. I doubt they will restore it, but I did appeal. The thing is, I just can't actually say anything about ivermectin without getting a flag. It's just, I can't do it, and it's, you know, it's too bad. The fakeness, okay? And so I didn't want to finish watching. And then he goes on and he lies to his audience. Bold face lies. And this is why I didn't want to watch, because that's completely disgusting. So I favored it and then go make sure that I favorite another video on my other account so I could tag it, so I could attach it to this video that I urge you guys to watch. It's just one in a collection of at least 10 across both accounts, okay? The videos are here. I'm backing up my stuff. I'm backing up what I say. But I go back immediately and the video is unavailable. It's either unavailable because I called them out in the comments and they delete, and the long haul C. All right, let's get into it. This comment is from a video on. So this is a good video to refer to learn a little bit more about what. All right, let's get into it. This comment is from a video on the controlled opposition Dr. Peter McCullough that I rightfully called out, and there's more in my complimentary Patreon. I noticed that people are liking this video and favoriting it, and I'm thinking that they're not watching the full video. I would never take these synthetic supplements. And recently, I posted on my other account something that I can't risk posting here. So go check that out if you want. That account is Hippie Happenin', which is also the name of my store. And it is found that the synthetic nattokinase contains CRISPR technology, gene editing technology. The names of those videos are called I Told You So and More I Told You So's. And so today's date is January 21st. On the date, as of today, those videos are pretty easy to find because I just posted them today. So I will tag my other account and comment. So just goes along with everything I've been saying about the fact that these synthetic supplements are part of the transhuman agenda. They are part of the synthetic agenda. And what I find so funny, and he's very, very much controlled opposition. So know your enemy. Why would you take the protocol of a controlled opposition who recommends schmacks cupcakes? He recommends cupcakes. Like I said, this is complimentary in my Patreon, so I'm not going to get into it here. This is hard work going through all of this information, but it's in the collection called Things That I Cannot Post on TikTok, and that is in the link in my bio if you want to easily get to my Patreon. Stick around because there's more. What is so funny though is he has a protocol for a synthetic bleep bleep which calls for more synthetics. And a big issue with the bleep bleep is the fact that it's full of synthetic stuff that is mimicking the body and confusing the body. And then he's got a protocol to help with the bleep bleep with more synthetics, with more isolated out God's nature, synthesized. These are called synthetic supplements. And there's more on this channel, I believe. I don't know if it's this channel or the other channel. There's more that I posted about this synthetic nattokinase. So scroll and check that out if you want. You know, I don't just get up here and talk because I don't know what I'm talking about. I know exactly what I'm talking about. So just really quick, the taking curcumin synthesized, because you know turmeric has curcumin in it. Nature doesn't work to just give you one thing. So notice that consuming large doses of these supplements can significantly increase urinary oxalate levels, increasing risk of kidney stone formation. And then look at these other side effects. This is what the internet says. Don't believe everything you read on the internet, which is why I'm going to show you more slides. Now, curcumin has low bioavailability, and therefore typically chemical alterations are used to increase it, potentially altering its toxicity profile. But then what's even more interesting is the word adjuvant in here. What else uses adjuvants? Oh, none other than the cupcakes. If you guys don't know what I mean by cupcakes, just ask me in the comments or something, because I can't say the word here. But it's the bleep bleep. It's the thing that people shot up into their body. So piperines and adjuvant, that's disgusting. And what I find so funny is you got another synthetic to increase the bioavailability of something else that's synthetic, while God gave you a natural body and you're pumping it full of synthetics, whoever I'm speaking. And naturally, it's just pepper. It's just pepper. Now, in a lot of curcumin supplements, you've got petro-based, you've got petroleum, you've got synthetic petroleum. This coming out of Australia, no, I did not save any of the links because I can't keep up with this. I stopped in the middle of my what's going to be a really long night. What's so weird here is that natural turmeric is so amazing for the liver. It is so amazing for the liver. That's why it goes in my liver alone tea, because of the research I did. So this is talking about the supplements. Remember the video I did before this, where I said that when it comes to isolated out compounds of nature, it typically does the opposite. It has the negative opposite effect of what the complete natural form does. So with Gotu Kola, it's supposed to be amazing for tumors, but when you isolate parts out, it can actually cause them. So look at this. Turmeric is supposed to be amazing for the liver, but they found liver complications. This is very much talking about the isolated out curcumin. And then in a lot of supplements, it's not even using curcuma longa, it's using these other ones too. Well, curcuma longa is the name of natural turmeric, right? But curcumin is something it contains. So anytime you're buying a supplement that says curcumin, you're buying a synthetic supplement. You're buying something where God's nature was taken and they isolated something out, and that's not how it works, or else it would be like that in nature. There's a reason why nature has a bunch of cofactors that support. And then a lot of these supplements have high levels of arsenic, cadmium, lead, and mercury, heavy metals. And even though in this article it's the company Now that's testing, it says that the non-Now products were 525% higher than the 2 samples of Now's products, which means Now's products has this stuff as well. And so it's funny, anybody who has watched the video that this comment comes from, if you go back to the beginning of the video and tap that comment, that someone would ask me if I'm taking these synthetic supplements. No, I'm not. I am recommending my products that are so much better than this. So before I continue on this video, you know, I want to say very easily, it's just, you know, my Young Energy Detox Tea has bromelain from fresh pineapple core that I cut and dry here myself from organic pineapple. It has small batch dried lead-free turmeric that I get from Hawaii and cut and dry here small batch. It has your real green tea, not green tea extract. Well, green tea extract's fine if you're just getting it from green tea, but like, you know, Dr. Sellout Peter has a product that has green tea, and I mean, I just don't trust it personally. But the Young Energy Detox Tea also has green tea. So it's already got your bromelain from the actual pineapple, not isolated out. It's got your curcumin from the actual lead-free turmeric, not isolated out. It's got your green tea. And it has cedar leaf, which is where the synthetic sermon can be derived, as well as pine needles and fir. So when something like this is right in your face, I don't understand why people would still like seek out and like just be so gung-ho over these things. So, you know, let me break it to you again. There is a synthetic agenda since the fall of Lucifer. The goal is to make you completely synthetic. So it was no surprise to me when I found out that the nattokinase that this controlled opposition person recommends has CRISPR gene editing technology. So you're going to trust the other things he recommends? Because I think at this point, you should realize it's a very bad idea. And if you don't realize it by this part of the video, then I guess I'm just talking to a wall, a brainwashed wall. So anyways, this continues a little. So, you know, petrochemicals, fossil fuel derived organic carbon is in a lot of these things. Okay, so once again, curcumin is not organic. It is almost impossible to find a certified curcumin supplement because, you know, once again, chemicals are used, you know, pause to read this, they're used to extract the curcumin from the turmeric. I mean, people need to ask, how are these things getting isolated in the first place? And here's more of this, pause to read. Moving. So you've got this chemical that's used to extract, and the same chemical has been found in extracts of green tea, so I wonder how it is in the Sellout's supplement, as this controlled opposition has his own supplement with this stuff in it. And it messes up the liver and kidneys, while the fully natural is completely amazing for the liver and kidney. Most curcumin supplements are poorly absorbed and ineffective. So pause to read. Once again, some turmeric powders have been found to contain traces of lead. So, you know, I wanted to highlight this because I get lead-free turmeric. I also have lead-free soil here because of what I put in my soil that neutralizes lead. So I'm also growing some here. So when you get my tea with turmeric leaf, once I get more, you can feel good with that as well, which goes in my sweet golden pine tea. So feel free to pause to read on this. Moving on. Discuss with your doctor, this is on bromelain, if it may be useful. Well, that's because it's synthetic. You don't need to discuss with your doctor when you're eating pineapple. Did you know the most bromelain in the pineapple is found in the core? And that's why it goes in my Young Energy Detox Tea. But here's the other. I've got a video called Redox that was taken off this channel, but it's pinned at Hippie Happy. The whole pineapple contains powerful components, one being superoxide dismutase. Why would you just isolate out one? Superoxide dismutase is super important for autoimmune disease and MTHFR. This concludes my video. All right, let's get into it. Hey y'all, it feels incredible outside. I've got a video uploading and it's taking forever, so it's about to be like video after video after video on this account, and that's okay. I want to mention something. If you are doing a synthetic parasite cleanse, I don't mean to be blunt, but I mean to be blunt. This is stupid. It's stupid. Synthetic things are a big reason why people have parasite problems in the first place. Synthetic things wreak havoc on your gut. You've got to have an amazing gut to keep the parasites balanced. You're gonna help destroy your gut to get rid of parasites? I don't care who on here is a fan of Dr. Lodi. I think Dr. Lodi sucks. And my Gloria Cassandra account got banned because I said things like this. And the last video I posted before I got banned is when I said this. I said that these people that tell you that these synthetic drugs are going to get rid of cancer are lying. There's just a study that they did. They cherry-picked a study in a bunch of studies. This is what they do. And then they tell you that these things cure cancer. You cannot cure cancer with synthetic things. I don't care what mom and pop and cousin gets on the internet and says, oh, this took my cancer away. You don't know how they changed their lifestyle. You don't know what else they took. And you don't know if they're going to end up getting it later, because all of these things do major destruction in the background. They can give you a fix in one area and completely screw you in the other. It's just the way the enemy works. The enemy does not provide true healing. All these things are from the beast system. So with that said, I want to show something specifically that I saw. Okay, I was taking this questionnaire because I was trying to get some money. Okay, so it says risk of transmission of diseases caused by prions. I was like, of course, because prion disease is the only thing I know that causes prion disease are the cupcakes. Mad cow disease, that's prion disease. That's from the cupcakes. Rabies, that's prion disease. That's from the cupcakes. Every single cupcake since polio has a vector that transmits the poison outward. Risk of transmission of diseases caused by prions. Do you see? It's just like everywhere I turn, the truth is in plain sight. I already know the truth. I've told you guys the truth. It's in my podcast. It's in a lot of my stuff. But here's just another example. Risk of transmission of diseases caused by prions. This is funny because how do you get a disease? How are you going to transmit a disease caused by prions? Well, I think they know. I think that's why they asked this question, because we're not naturally contagious. But if you have an issue with your cells, if you have a prion issue because your DNA is folding, the only thing I know that causes that is the cupcakes, which are actually transmissible. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? So this is a questionnaire for the gut, because it said that it's really hard to find people with their native microbiome intact. People are losing, I think that it said about 4% of the population has a fully intact gut microbiome with all of the species, all of the things that are supposed to be in your gut. People are losing it. After every single generation, it's getting worse. And the gut is responsible for things that happen in the brain. The gut aids the neurotransmitters, the hormones, so many things. It is necessary to have a good gut. So one of the first things I always say, are you trying to get your health back on track? Drop all of the synthetic isolated out supplements, because right there, you're doing your gut a huge favor. You do your gut a huge favor, you're going to do your whole health a huge favor. You're going to start getting things back on track. Not to mention, you're going to stop messing with your liver and kidneys, which are making them not produce the things your body needs to help you get better. You're messing them up, and you're getting synthetic. You're building a synthetic body on the inside, so it's hindering your natural body from being able to do its job anymore. One of the other questions it asked on the questionnaire to decide if you had a good gut for this thing that they're doing, no, if you have an amazing gut, is, do you remember your dreams? Isn't that an interesting question to ask? When you remember your dreams, you have more white matter in the brain. Your brain is making more connections. I remember my dreams almost every single day. This has to do with the health of your gut as well. So I don't care what anybody says. I know the truth, that Dr. Lodi is baloney. Cheers to me and these two bugs in this glass. Cheers, guys. You're getting out of here. I hope you had a good drink there. Hey, y'all. It feels incredible outside. I've got a video uploading.